It was a dark and stormy night, the kind of night that sends shivers down your spine and makes you feel uneasy. Emily had just moved into her new apartment and was trying to get settled in. She had always loved old buildings with character and charm, and this one had certainly caught her eye. But as she unpacked her boxes, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. As the night wore on, the storm grew stronger, and Emily began to hear strange noises coming from the walls. At first, she thought it was just the wind, but as the sounds grew louder, she realized it was something much more sinister. Suddenly, the power went out, leaving Emily in complete darkness. She tried to find her flashlight, but it was nowhere to be found. As she stumbled around in the darkness, she heard footsteps coming from the hallway. They were slow and deliberate, like someone was trying to sneak up on her. Emily called out, hoping it was just a neighbor or a friend, but there was no response. The footsteps grew closer and closer, until they were right outside her door. Emily tried to stay calm, but her heart was racing with fear. Then, without warning, the door burst open, and Emily was face to face with a figure in a dark hooded cloak. She couldn't see its face, but she could feel its eyes piercing through her. The figure began to slowly move towards her, and Emily realized she was paralyzed with fear. She tried to scream, but her voice was trapped in her throat. As the figure loomed over her, Emily suddenly woke up, gasping for air. It was just a nightmare, she thought to herself, relieved that it was all over. But as she looked around her room, she realized that something was different. The window was open, even though she was sure she had closed it before going to bed. And there was a faint whispering coming from the darkness outside. Emily knew then that her nightmare was far from over, and that whatever was lurking in the shadows was not going to let her go. She curled up in her bed, praying for the morning to come, but knowing that it might not bring safety.